Hey crypto friends, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today guys, I'm going to share with you guys 5 different altcoins that could eventually explode on Avalanche's ecosystem at some point in time. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel, if you are interested in trading and would like to try out the same crypto exchange that I use on a daily basis, feel free and go ahead and try the MEXC crypto exchange. You can find a link to it in the description below this video. I personally love this exchange because one, they do not get into all the big drama that all the other mainstream exchanges get into on a regular basis. In addition to that, I'm a huge altcoin nerd, and they have over 1,500 different altcoins for me to trade at any given time, which is like 4 times more than most exchanges have. So, of course, I'm going to choose the exchange that has the most altcoins, all right? So, before I actually dive into this video and actually start showing you the coins that I'm going to be showing you here, I want to point out that this video is not about the actual projects themselves, okay? This video is mainly about this video is solely about the price potential, okay? It's about the price potential based on the assumption that they'll be able to reach market cap levels in the long term of $500 million or more. Now, you guys, I'm talking about long term here, okay? I'm not talking about them hitting these levels tomorrow. I'm not talking about them hitting these levels a week from now, okay? I'm a long-term crypto investor, so when I'm talking long-term, I'm talking long-term. So, specifically, I guess through the next potential bull market, they could rise to these levels, okay? But regardless, these projects do have large mainstream potential, okay? So we're going to be looking at them based on the potential that they could reach a $500 million or more market cap in the long-term future. First one I'm going to show you here is going to be Pangolin, okay, or PNG, which is the ticker name for it. As you guys can clearly see, they've got quite a few people that are, that have this project on their watch list. It's a pretty popular project, okay, among people who are big into the Avalanche ecosystem. All right, so let's check this out. As you guys can clearly see, the market cap level right now is only $5.9 million, you guys. So this is, again, these small cap altcoins, the small cap altcoins are the ones that you want to take a chance on before a new bull market starts, because these small cap altcoins are the ones that could take off big time in a bull market, okay? So let's check this out, all right? First, let's see if this coin could potentially do a 100x, okay? So if we go ahead and we take this and we take out its current price of 0.4 cents and go ahead and multiply it by 100, everybody knows what that number is going to be. It's going to be $4, okay? So if we take $4 and we go ahead and multiply it by its circulating supply, which obviously the circulating supply is going to be higher than where it's at right now. So because I'm a conservative person and I like to be safe rather than sorry, we're going to multiply this by, instead of 137 million, I'm going to multiply it by 150 million, okay? So we'll go ahead and multiply this by 150 million. And as you guys can clearly see, what's 150 times 4? That's going to be 600. So it's going to be roughly a market cap of around $600 million, you guys, okay? So this coin definitely has a good solid potential to reach a 100x levels in the long-term future, you guys, all right? So clearly, if you have $1,000, if you put $1,000 into this, let's check this out. I mean, everybody can do math, but if you put $1,000 into this right now, divided by, 0.04 cents, you're going to come out with 25,000 coins. You go ahead and multiply that by, $4. It's going to come out to roughly $100,000, you guys. So realistically, this is one of those coins where you have the chance or potential to turn $1,000 into $100,000, okay? This ain't a joke, you guys. This happens every single bull market, all right? It's all about getting into, the potential, you don't just want to get into any small cap altcoin out there, okay? You want to get in small cap altcoins that are built on top tier ecosystems that have an actual use case, okay? This is one of them, all right? Built on top of a top tier ecosystem, which is Avalanche, and it's got a use case, all right? I would not be showing you a project that I didn't think, would have a good potential, future for the long term, all right? So this one, definitely a chance for 100x in the long term, all right? So the next coin I'm going to show you guys here is going to be Canary, okay? Again, this is another one built on Avalanche, and let's go ahead and check it out. It's got an even smaller market cap. This is insane, you guys. This is absolutely insane, okay? So let's check this out. If we go ahead and take this 0.0003, which is its current price, go ahead and multiply it by 100, If it did a 100x, it would be a 3-cent coin. Now we will go ahead and multiply this by its, current circulating supply of roughly 100 million tokens. Its max supply is 570 tokens. So realistically, if this ever happens, you guys, it's going to be a lot more than, the circulating supply is going to be a lot more than where it's at right now. So for the sake of this video, we're just going to use 200 million for a circulating supply. Okay. So we will take 0.3 cents and multiply by 200 million. Okay. So we will take 200 million and let's see what we get. We get a $6 million market cap. So even if this coin did a 100x, it would still only have a $6 million market cap, you guys. This is one of those coins that could really take off. But keep in mind, this one is more risky because, as you guys can clearly see, it's not as popular of a project as PNG, okay? But nonetheless, it is built on a top-tier ecosystem, and it does have a overall long-term good potential to actually go somewhere. Another key thing to point out here is the volume, okay? Volume in the last 24 hours is only $94, all right? Therefore, it's not a project that's being used on a regular daily basis by people, okay? That should tell you as well. Now, keep in mind here, you guys, I'm a very realistic type of person, so again, I will tell you, like I was mentioning before, this one is going to be more risky, okay? But again, like I was explaining earlier, it's built on a top-tier ecosystem. It's got huge, enormous potential. I would treat this one like a lottery ticket, to be brutally honest with you, okay? This isn't the type of coin that you want to put your entire portfolio into. This is one of those coins where if you've got some spare change, put it into, see what happens, okay? Because this one could make huge, huge gains in the long term. So clearly, it can do 100x, okay? Let's see if it, if it potentially did go to a market cap of $500 million in the long-term future. Just for fun, let's see how big of an X that would be, or how big of, how big that would actually be, because I'm kind of curious myself, all right? So if we go ahead and take 0.003, let's see if we can do 500x. Multiply by 500, and we get a $1.50 canary coin, all right? Now, if we go ahead and multiply this by 200 million, then we've got a 1,000 million, we've got a 300 million market cap, which is still far below the 500 million market cap level that I was talking about here. So realistically here, I'm just going to stop there, you guys, because that's insane. You put $1,000 into this coin, you could potentially, in the long-term future, if it did 500x, and reach a market cap of 300 million, which is a very low market cap still, you could potentially be walking away with $500,000 off of a $1,000 investment. So this is where the insane things happen in the crypto world, because this stuff, you guys, this stuff can happen, and it happens on a daily basis to people, okay? So I know you might be thinking to yourself right now, oh, that seems unrealistic. That might, that there's a chance that could not happen. You're right. It is kind of unrealistic, and it might not happen, but it has good potential because it's built on a top-tier ecosystem. It has a good use case, and it is a solid project that's continuing to build on a daily basis, all right? And it's a fairly new project as well, okay? So that's the other thing you have to keep in mind also here, all right? So let's go ahead and check out the next project, all right? So the next one on Avalanche's ecosystem that I'm going to show you is going to be AVAX, okay? Or AVE for short, all right? This one, again, has a very, very, very low market cap of just $5,000 right now, okay? And as you guys can clearly see here, there's been roughly no volume in the last 24 hours. This is another one that is a fairly new project. It literally just came out in September of, the end of August of 2021. So realistically here, you guys, this is a fairly new project. This one has not realistically seen a full-scale bull market yet, okay? And as you guys can clearly see here, it's got a lot of potential. So let's go ahead and check this out. And it's got a very low supply as well. So that's another good thing that it's got going for it. So let's check this out. So we'll go ahead and take its current price of 0.0013, and we'll go ahead and multiply by 500 for 500x. It would be a 65-cent coin if that happened, all right? As you guys can clearly see here, it's already reached above 65 cents at one point in time. So if it does it once, it could potentially do it again, okay? It's already reached $1.65 or $1.50, okay? I'm not saying it will happen again, but it could happen, okay? So if it did 500x from where it's at right now, it'd be a 65-cent coin, okay? And we'll go ahead and multiply this by... its circulating supply of, 1,000 million, 4 million tokens. Gosh, that's such a small supply. That's what's awesome about coins like this. You reach a market cap of roughly $2.6 million, you guys. So this one, 500x, it's still got a super low market cap. It's got huge potential, you guys, in the absolute long term. So this is another one. Again, don't put your entire portfolio into it. Again, this is another one. These very small market cap ones, treat them like a lottery ticket, okay? Treat them like you would kind of like meme coins in a way, okay? But they do have enormous potential to the upside, okay? So that is one thing you definitely want to keep in mind, all right? So the next one I've got for you is going to be Avalanche, okay? So this one has a bit of a higher market cap. It's got more volume to it, and it's actually being used on a daily basis. As you guys can clearly see here, it's got a lot of people that have it on its watch list as well. So let's go ahead and check this out. So if we got a 14-cent coin right now, we'll take 14 cents. We'll go ahead and multiply by 500 and see if it could do a 500x. And we got a $70 Zava coin, which is XAVA, which is its ticker. And we'll go ahead and multiply this by its 1,000 million by its circulating supply. So just for the sake of this video, it's considering that when it does go up in the future, it's not going to have the current circulating supply that it has right now. So we're going to go with like 20 million. Okay, so we'll go ahead and multiply this by 20 million. So $70 multiplied by 20 million. Whoops, no, that's right. 20 million, and we get a market cap of $1.4 billion. Okay, so clearly I was a little bit out of reach there with 500x. Okay, so let's go ahead and try something different. Let's go ahead and try, because clearly 250x would be marking it in half, so that'd be roughly a $700 billion market cap, or $700 million market cap. So we'll go with right around with like 150x and see what happens there. So if we take 14 and multiply it by 150, then we get a $21 coin, okay? $21 coin, and we will go ahead and multiply it by 20 million again, and we get there we go. That's right around my number of around 500 million, okay? Right around a market cap of 420 million right there. So realistically, this one has the potential to do roughly 150x in my personal opinion, okay? So if you put let's see here, if you put what is it? If you put $1,000 into this one, as just lottery ticket type money, divided by 14 cents, divided by 0.14, and then you take that and you go ahead and multiply it by its $21 price point that it could reach, you'd walk away with roughly $150,000 in the end. Okay, so again, this is another one that has massive upside potential in the long term, you guys. All right, so next up, the last one that I've got for you guys is going to be Vector Finance, okay? Now this one, they haven't reported their market cap yet, but let's go ahead and check this out, okay? This one is going to be one that's more risky, but again, it's built on a top-tier ecosystem, and it is being used on a daily basis right now. So that it does have that going for it as well. So we can't really leave it out. So let's go ahead and check this out. We've got pretty much a 10-cent coin. We're just going to call it 10 cents. And we're going to see if it can do a 100x, okay? Or actually first I want to see what the actual market cap is. So if we take its current total supply, which is around 31 million. So we'll take 31 million and multiply it by, we'll just say 10 cents. It probably has a market cap right now of around maybe $3 million right now. So again, it's got a very low market cap right now at the time of me filming this video. So that's good to see, all right? So let's see if this could potentially go up to, 500x, okay? So we will go ahead and take this 0.10 cents and multiply it by, let's see here, and we'll go ahead and multiply it by its total supply, I guess, of what it's got going on right now of 31 million, and we get roughly a market cap of roughly $3.1 million, okay? Oh wait, no, I did that wrong. I was supposed to take 10 cents and multiply by 100, or multiply by 500. Whoops. Okay, so we'll go ahead and multiply that by 500, and we get a $50 Vector Finance coin, or VTX. All right, now we will go ahead and multiply this. Now we'll go ahead and multiply this by the 31 million. Okay, so 31 million, and we get a market cap of roughly $1.5 billion. Okay, so clearly that's about 3 times higher than where I think it could potentially go. Okay, so we'll go ahead and drop that by, instead of 50x, we'll go ahead and drop it to 150x like we did the last coin, okay? So if we take 10 cents, multiply it by 150, we get a $15 coin. We'll go ahead and multiply that by 31 million tokens for the supply, and we get a market cap of roughly around $465 million, which is right around my $500 million cap that I was thinking of in my head, okay? So realistically, this one, again, also has the potential to potentially reach at some point in time a 150x mark. So realistically here, you guys, I've got some very good solid options here. If you are looking for an AVAX coin or an AVAX ecosystem coin to invest in for the long-term future, okay? Now, personally, realistically, in my personal opinion, the ones that don't have very many people on their watch list and the ones that don't have, market caps, reported and stuff like that, I would keep an eye on. I would definitely keep an eye on those. These are the ones that are going to be more risky, simply because they don't have this information available right now. But nonetheless, they do have long-term potential, okay? And again, you guys, the videos that I do like this, they're not about hyping up the coins, okay? I'm a realistic type of person. My channel is all about education and getting you guys to see, different things from my point of view and the way that I see things. And realistically here, again, I'm not here to try to hype these coins up or anything like that. So I'm going to be as realistic as possible with you guys. So again, treat coins like this, yes, it does have the potential, but you have to look at things like, how many other people, how popular it is, if the market caps are showing up and stuff like that, if everything else is transparent and stuff like that. You want to look into all this stuff, okay? Whereas, a project like Avalanche, for instance, this is more of a project that I could potentially see putting money into because they're more transparent. There's a lot of people that are interested in it, and it's got pretty good volume in the last 24 hours, but it's a small project. So that tells me it probably has some very, very good upside potential for the long term, regardless on, the other factors, okay? Same with, let's go ahead and check this out. Let's go ahead and is Canary? No. Same with PNG, for instance. Again, this is another one. So PNG and Zava, these ones I would definitely feel comfortable putting money into at no problem whatsoever, okay? Canary, Avaware, and Vector Finance, yeah, I'd still put money in them, but I wouldn't put a large amount into them based off of, these other factors, okay? So these are all different, just little things that you want to keep in mind when you are buying into long-term positions, okay? So if you guys have any questions about these coins or anything like that, hey, feel free to reach out to me on Twitter or leave a comment in the comment section down below this video. Other than that, you guys, that's going to pretty much do it for this one. So I will go ahead and wrap this video up. But again, guys, hey, before you guys leave, go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a new crypto and altcoin video from me on a regular basis. And hey, guys, with that said, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the comment section down below of my future videos.